Hi guys, I'm Dr. Wendy Dearborn and I am the host and I am the creator of the Green is for Life 1 through 30 day Green Smoothie Challenge. Well guys, you are on day 18. Woohoo! I bet you thought you were going to get away without one of those today. Not likely. But you guys are on day 18. And all I can say is keep doing what you are doing because what you are doing is right. Now, as everybody has shared, or with people who have shared today, Olivia, Steva, and Karen, it's been of the spiritual vein. So I'm actually going to keep it in that vein. I'd just like to say this first of all, that my husband, he hit his 15th day yesterday and he started his transitionary process. And that started out with a third of a banana, a third of an apple, and 2 pecans and some lime put on the apple so it wouldn't discolor. And that's what he had, in addition to, I'm going to say, approximately 64 ounces of green smoothie, which was just a basic smoothie today. It was, the usual prerequisite: cucumber, carrots. It also had some of the apple in it, banana. It had some cashew nuts, spinach. He had spinach today, and strawberries. So it was just a really, what I call a very generic smoothie. It actually had a lot of spinach in it today. So in that way it wasn't as generic, but it had a lot of spinach in it. And a few medjool dates. It wasn't today it wasn't a sweet thing because he's transitioning into eating fruit. So I would say this about D, and once again, and because it's my husband, I'm saying this, I'm really proud of him. He looks absolutely terrific, but above and beyond that, I mean, he's walking around and it's like he's walking on cloud 9. He keeps saying, "I feel so good, Wens. I feel so good." But yes, I know you do. And I understand how you feel because I feel good too. He also looks like he's doing the whole Benjamin Buttons thing. And if you haven't seen the movie, Benjamin Buttons, he kind of does a reverse thing. He goes from old right back to becoming a baby, and then I would imagine, and then beyond, from whence he came, which I think is a really interesting concept. But he does. D looks, he looks like 10 years younger. But and I say, but then, so that's going to negate that. He looks 10 years younger. One of the things that has happened for him is that he's actually sleeping. And thank you, sweet baby Jesus. He's not snoring. And, I've actually had to go and stand over him. Actually, I poked him. Hey, oi. I actually poked him because I couldn't see the rise and fall of his chest. But he was breathing so deeply. I mean, he was inhaling so deeply. And when you breathe right, you inhale deeply and you hold it. And then you exhale slowly and fully. And that's what he was doing, which is why I couldn't see the rise and fall of his chest. And, and he has, the last time I did this, and this time when I've done this, the same thing has happened. He's come in and he's stood over me, and a couple of times I've opened my eyes and he's standing there. I'm like, okay, dude, we've got a problem here. And the first time that ever happened, he actually woke me up. I mean, actually like what I did to him. Because he was standing there and he couldn't see me breathe. He couldn't see me breathing. And he was like, Wens. And I'm like, hey, babes. And he goes, okay, it's okay, honey, go back to sleep. So I'm like, being mean. No, what do you want? I'm trying to sleep here. What do you want? No, I didn't. I was like, what's wrong? And he said, I couldn't see you breathing. And that's how deep you're breathing. That's how still you become. So that being said, keeping in the vein of what was written on the board. And let me just pull this up here so I can see. It kicked off with Olivia talking about, for her, it's day 3 in the UK. So keep doing what you're doing, Livs. My niece and nephew, bless their heart, they've derailed slightly, but for my niece, multiple reasons, which was, and point in case for my niece, her heart was in the right place. But as I say in the book, it's really important to set up your environment and your surroundings so it's conducive, so you don't set yourself up for self-sabotage. Now, she said that she failed. No. What this has taught her is that in order to do this, because it's a huge commitment, you know, Angie, you know this, Steva, you know this, Olivia, you know this, Dee, you know this, I know this, Lisa knows this, everybody, Dexter, everybody who has participated in any shape or form, Elizabeth, you know this, anybody who has participated in any shape or form, you know, Sabine, Barbara, anybody, whether you're doing the 1 through 30 days or you are just doing green smoothies, it takes preparation. It takes preparation. And preparation for this particular thing, for this particular tool that you're adding to your life is key. It's essential to your success. So for my niece and that, I think they understand that, you know, there are things that they need in place, you know, like perhaps their own blender, or at least time to come and get their smoothies and things like that. But anyway, so Olivia kicked off today, and for you, Olivia, it's day 3. I'm curious to see how long you go. But for you, darling, keep doing what you're doing. You have your full support system here. Use us. Use us. And I know that you have been sort of like integrating into the process. That's another thing. Olivia integrated into the process. So did Dee. Dee started drinking his 32 ounces of water. While you guys kicked off the first day, he was integrating with his 32 ounces of water to see what would happen. He didn't know what would happen. So anyway, day 3, Olivia said that I'm having some seriously vivid dreams about people who need to, let's just say, go away. And she went on to say is, what the who is that all about? What the who is all that about? I have to and she has to keep reminding herself that all the entities in my dreams are aspects of me. And you know, if you guys have never listened to our radio show, Dr. Michael Lennox has a book. I was going to look for it here. Dr. Michael Lennox has a book. Aha, here we go. Dream Sight. For me, this is the book. Okay, guys? This is the book. Dr. Michael Lennox's book. This is the book. But anyway, as she said, everything is about aspects of herself, which makes her think that some of self needs a bloody psychological retuning or something. Anyway, she says that she feels good today, but there's a strange sensation within her that she can't quite grasp. And it feels like there's this burst of happiness just hovering in the pit of her stomach. And she says, yes, she knows she got issues. And then she said, did anyone else have that experience? And I have to say, for me, yes, I did. You know, I felt like that champagne bubble waiting to burst. You know, I could feel it. You know, like you could feel it just working its way up, you know. And then of course, Steva actually went on to say that she experienced a burst of happiness in her stomach, and it was a sense of empowerment, of connecting with the well-being of the body, and also the true nurturing of spirit. And then she went on to say, I say one way we show the body love is by what we ingest. So maybe the response is the joy and energy of what we are feeling. And yes, we ingest our thoughts as well as we ingest our food, guys. So yes, you guys are spot on. With me, the dreams, everything. And it happened this time round too. But I didn't actually share because when this happened to me, you guys were starting day one. You guys were starting day one. When this sort of kicked off for me was 15 through 20. When everything was heightened. And I think that I've said, and I know I said in my book at any rate, that I experienced intense meditations. All the things that I had thought I had been doing before, my intuition heightened by 200%. You see, when you feed yourself nutrition, every other facet of your body experiences being fed. Every other facet. So that being said, today also Karen put in, shared with us that she said that she's feeling clarity around her soul's connection to the divine. She says, I now wake up at 3 a.m. with an energy that is so pure, so filled with the knowing, so pure, so filled with the knowing that God is the infinite intelligence. And she says she has the desire to pray, read spiritual teachings and meditate with the sweetness that words cannot express. And then she went on to say, in this moment, she is in such gratitude for me and for the Green is for Life book and for the group, for the nurturing, for the coming together of this group. And she also went on to say that she wishes for all of us and herself, while might I add, a sweetness of your soul, remembering the divine essence and the magnificence of your truth. Amen to that. So with that, guys, keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. And what I'll say to you is, again, I am truly, it's beyond, I'm just truly so happy. I'm happy that you are having this experience, because while the experience is very similar, it's an individual thing that you can't express, as Steve has said. It's that awakening within you that you can't. It's so, and you know something? It is filled with undiluted, pure joy. And that's what I feel. And for me now, guys, where I am, I'm day 33. I'm day 33, going into day 34. And I feel the peace and I feel the serenity. I feel the countenance of my soul encapsulated with that of the universal consciousness. I feel connected. And so therefore, guys, I feel good. You know, people will say to me, girl, what you doing? What you taking? I'm taking a breath because I am high on me and my life. So what I'll say to you guys is keep doing what you're doing. You are more than halfway there. You are more than halfway there. And D's going to make an appearance because he has to. I'm his wife and because he has to. So D's going to make an appearance to talk about him and what's gone on with him. But other than that, guys, namaste and keep doing what you're doing. Bye.